Welcome back to Justice for Shelley. Tonight we focus on the questions that should have been asked in 1993, the ones that seemed obvious, the ones everyone in Corsicana expected investigators to pursue. Most of them never were.
Every homicide investigation relies on clear, direct questions. Who saw what? Who heard what? Who noticed changes in behavior? Who had conflict? Who had motive? But the deeper we go into Shelley's case, the more we see a pattern. The most important questions were avoided, softened, or skipped entirely.
Some of these questions could have exposed contradictions in Jerry's story early. Others would have forced a closer look at his behavior in the days before Shelley disappeared. And some would have opened doors into people whose names kept showing up around the edges of the investigation. Those doors were never opened.
Witnesses mentioned seeing unusual activity near the Watkins property days before Shelley vanished. No follow-up. Neighbors recalled arguments, strange hours, and a tension in the home. Never fully documented. People close to Jerry showed sudden shifts in routine. No one pressed them.
And when the timeline broke apart, instead of drilling into the discrepancies, the case moved forward on the version that created the least friction. That choice shaped everything that followed.
Nobody ever asked me what I heard that week. Not once. And what I heard, it would have changed things.
A simple sentence, but it raises the question at the center of this episode. Why were so many people never asked what they heard? Why did so many accounts stay in living rooms instead of interview rooms? Why were the most basic investigative questions never put to the people closest to the truth?
Over and over, we see the same pattern. Moments where investigators should have paused and said, "Tell me more." Moments where they should have pressed harder. Moments where they should have compared answers and exposed contradictions. Instead, silence filled the gaps.
And silence is where cases go to die. Imagine how different this investigation would look if the right questions had been asked in the first 48 hours. Imagine if people who came forward later had been asked early. Imagine if the fear in Corsicana hadn't shaped who felt safe enough to speak.
Those questions still matter, because someone listening right now remembers the moment they waited for law enforcement to knock on their door, and no one did.
If you were never asked the questions that should have been asked, speak now. Go to watkins-murder.com. Your tip is confidential. Rewards are available for credible information.
The unasked questions still hold answers. It only takes one person willing to speak to change what comes next.